If anything, he had to fucking take that coat hanger and slit his fucking wrist with it.
I don't want to do that, Mr. B. I seen heat. Natalie Portman scene always disturbed me.
So you wanted to stay home today because you didn't get any sleep?
No, it's because I couldn't find a babysitter for the kids. That's why. It had nothing to do with me not sleeping. It was my parents were out. They
Golfing?
weren't. No, and today my mom goes up to the north.
Chip and putt?
No.
Where does she go?
She goes to North Jersey to do she helps out with Christian charities, and she teaches.
Yeah, I got a Christian charity. Your own fucking grandchildren.
Missionary work.
There's the fucking Christian charity. Good. You know what you ought to say? Here's your Catholic work. Teach your son how to fucking rap it.
Well, that's not Catholic to do it.
That's what I'm trying to say. She's fucking creating a third world right there in Neptune.
So that's why. I got a neighbor, though, after banging on doors.
Oh, I wish I lived near you. Do you know these neighbors well, or are you just asking strangers?
No. I do. I mean, we live in an alcove, so I figure no one in the alcove is going to fuck shit up. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like a block that, but I didn't know these people, but I did notice that they have a little adopted Mexican kid, so.
Right, so what did you ask?
Can you watch my kids today? Because my wife is sick. And I said, I'm 19. Hi, nice to meet you. We're the McDonald's, house 19. Why am I giving it?
I have no idea why you're doing that.
House 22.
I thought it was your age at first. I'm 19 and I have 2 babies. It's babies having babies. You've heard of it.
Muppet babies.
Do you realize how sane you're making Fez look now?
Why? I'm not
You're
trying
a mess. You're fucking asking strangers to watch your kids.
You're basically leaving them in baskets at the neighbor's door.
No, I shook hands with these people. I saw them, I met them, and they said they're cool. And I knew that these people have an adopted, like I said, Mexican baby, so I didn't think they'll fuck anything up. I wasn't asking, people with tattoos or anything. These were
just nice looking strangers.
Yeah. Mid-40s.
This really won't teach your children not to talk to them if they're being raised by them.
I mean, Fez, the other day you're fucking furious that somebody left their kids in a car.
Right, yeah.
This guy's leaving his kids with strangers.
I have to do it. My wife is
insanity to me.
Throwing up. She is totally bedridden.
But those things happen. It's happened in the past. Have a plan.
No, this hasn't happened.
Are you saying that your dad never gave you to strangers before?
Yes, I'm saying that my father never dumped me off with strangers.
Babysitters are strangers, kind of
Yeah, because you don't check up on them.
No one used to check up on babysitters back in the day.
Yeah, and that's why everybody grew up raped. Here is Mike in Georgia.
Hey, Dave. Your parents live in an impression in a wall? Because that's what an alcove is. Do they live in a cul-de-sac?
Oh, yeah, cul-de-sac. Sorry.
It's a breakfast nook that him and his neighbors live in.
So your kids are in this home now?
Yeah.
While we speak?
I hope so, yeah, unless Casey went and got him, but they should be in the house while we speak. I dropped them off.
So the neighbor didn't even go to your house where Casey's there, at least with the kids?
No, I knocked on their door, and I brought them over.
Did you let at least Beanie know, since you're so busy today, I'm going to just hand my kids over to the people in 17?
Well, I left several messages, and then when I got my dad, he just said she's up in North Jersey doing her charity thing, and my dad doesn't like babies, so he was out of the picture.
Matt in Buffalo.
Hey, Ronnie, I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, my first babysitter that I had for my son, complete stranger. We did it with a handshake, and they had a Mexican baby too.
All right, maybe I'm crazy. I guess this is a lot more common.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or your story was eerily similar to mine.
Hold on, I want to make sure I pull this. part of the show so I can send it to my mom and make her cry. Just because, like, my mom will start to cry if she hears sad things on the news.
Yeah.
Or sees, like, one of those Lifeline movies. This would be perfect. Hicks, do me a favor. Add some, like, sad music and stuff. And did you Twitio as you're driving away, some stranger holding your babies with their arms out reaching to you?
I should have.
I stand corrected. Apparently, leaving your kids with strangers is more common than a draft party. So I stand corrected here today, Ronnie.
It's true.
Why haven't you dropped the draft party thing? We've moved on to serious matters. You fucking still bringing up your unicorn draft party.
I'd like to, if we're going to have a draft, I'd like to have a party to go with it for our fantasy league.
So
How are
sad.
people going to look up their stats in the draft party? There's one computer and 20 people.
I want somebody to run my team for me. It sounds so
please.
boring.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I don't understand. PK in New Jersey, you're on Fez.
3201, buddies.
What do you got, pal?
Dave, you jelly fucking asshole. You have tattoos yourself, but you wouldn't allow someone with tattoos to watch your kids? You'd allow a fucking stranger to do it instead? What is wrong with anybody who's tattooed? I don't understand what that is.
Well, I mean, some of the people with the tattoos, you know, they got the fucking KKK or whatever. You know, it's just it's a shady look.
Why don't you move in that kid that lives in Solera's basement? I love that kid.
Brian
The kid,
Dawkins.
Yeah, the kid from Trainer.
Oh, yeah.
Brian
I saw him
Dawkins.
taking video at the Vagabond Souls things. He might be up for my Listener of the Year award because he knows
Wow.
he knows stuff about Trainer.
It's only August.
Yeah.
He was so mad when the real Brian Dawkins got traded from Philly.
Anytime I see him, he'll go like this. You hear what happened in Boothwin? He really gives me some small town news that I'm looking for.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Hell of a slap boxer, too. I slap boxed him once.
Here is Chris in Ohio. Chris.
Yeah, hey, Fez is right about the draft party. We got a whiteboard, and mine's all ready to roll. But another question I have is, which member of your staff left their cat at the vet for several days after they returned from a trip and is now cracking on somebody else for responsibility? Which member of the staff is that?
All right, so the cat equals 2 children? Where are you coming from?
Ohio.
Still a responsibility.
Oh, that makes sense.
Dude. It's still a responsibility, dude. And I'm sorry, I think you are one of the most self-centered, self-absorbed,
Hey, Chris.
uncaring people on the entire planet.
Chris,
I'm sorry, miss.
Chris, let me really say this. And I know we're not supposed to say this in a post-Michael Vick world. Fez is right. I'd rather a guy shot a cat in the ass than fucking handed 2 kids over to somebody he doesn't know.
Family. They were a family.
And mine wasn't even a stranger. Mine was my cat's doctor.
And you know what? You're kind of...
I'm just laughing at this idiot from Ohio who's equating a rescue feral cat with 2 living, breathing human children. It's insanity to me.
Well, they're not.
I knew for a fact my cat was getting fed. I don't know what's going on in the alcove.
They're not going to starve this Mexican baby. Stanley and Juliana will just reach over, grab that shit from her. Be like good Caucasians.
Next time, do you want to call me and ask for the day off and not Fez,
Yeah, I think
who
that's
you have nothing but heat with?
I don't want to bother you. I only send you weird fucking YouTube clips at night.
Yeah, and guess what? This is weirder. This is the weirdest thing ever.
Did you get yesterday's?
No. Oh, something about a fat kid stuck in a trampoline. That's why you're not sleeping at night?
I just gotta keep Ronnie be entertained.
Yeah, you do it through your own personal life.
Oh. The kid shoots right out of a fucking trampoline. Yeah, no, but the main thing is that I know it's way too early, so there was no I'm not gonna wake you up. Come on.
Dude, here's the important thing. And the important thing isn't whether your kids are with strangers. The important thing is if Jay Moore and Opie start talking to each other again.
Sure.
That's the thing that matters most. 866 Ron Zero Fez.
That stuff we're on top of.
Yeah. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Here's Kevin in Virginia.
Hey, Ronnie B.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Dave, did he ever think that maybe there were some robbers in the house and they were robbing the house and he just give his kids to a couple of robbers?
Home Alone.
I wouldn't do that.
They're being babysat by the wet bandits?
I would honestly do this, though. I would have.
I'd leave my kids with Daniel Stern, but not Joe Pesci.
I would have bet cash money you wouldn't have held. I would have came in here today and no one could have said, did anybody in your staff hand their kids over to strangers? I would have lost so much cash because I would have said, no fucking way. I would have spoke too soon. What I got to do is fucking pause, Fezzy, before I bet.
It's either don't underestimate or don't overestimate. I don't know which one it is in this case.
And the true story is this was like the third house because the other two houses had to go to work.
Mitchell Walters?
Live in Virginia Beach.
How are you, buddy?
Good, sir.
This, Fezzy, this is legendary comedian Mitchell Walters. What's up, Mitchell?
I like to babysit those kids when I'm back in New York.
First of all, let me just say this. Fucking Mitchell Walters wouldn't leave two bindles with strangers.
That's correct. If I was with those babies, they'd be crying, and they would want a little package.
Your little ones.
If Mitchell fucking goes to the bathroom, he takes the mirror with him. He fucking has responsibility. You, on the other hand, Dave, this is a crazy story.
Oh.
How could he leave the babies alone?
Well, because they seemed like respectable folks.
I want you to swear to God this is a true story.
I swear to God.
Put your hand up in the air.
How old are these people that are watching the children?
Like I said, mid-40s to late 40s. And they have an adopted baby. So that to me, the key was the adopted Mexican baby. To me, seems like, Brad Pitt and Jolie, they care about children.
It's a nice angle, but there's no Guitar Hero involved, I guess.
Mitchell, I understand you're working Flathead's brand new comedy club.
Yes, we're driving in the rain right now. We're about an hour away. We're going to call you at 1:30. I'm just between Percocets right now, so I'm driving and talking.
All right, so and Flats is going to do stand up there.
Oh, I guess he's going to get up. He's going to introduce the show, and hopefully, I'd like to get paid up front. That's my plan.
Yeah. Well, your plan is to get paid too much up front.
Oh, much too much. In fact, I'd like to get paid for the whole weekend tonight.
Yeah, get paid up front and then leave before the Saturday show.
Just like the old days at your club.
Oh, God. All right, Mitchell.
I will call you later. I was in Vegas with Slayton for 2 weeks.
But you're always in Vegas with Bobby Slayton.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, talk to you later, pal.
You sound good in the rain.
All right, talk to you. There he goes. Bye-bye.
You look good, too.
Yeah, there he goes. Bye-bye. I'm in the rain. I'm in the rain, Fezzy. Get a hold of Ronnie immediately. I'm about to have a coronary if I don't get this fucking Shylock off my back.
Ron, it's Mitchell again.
I can't fucking rest and do this show knowing that fucking some crazy people might be shooting a baby porn right now with those redheads.
I don't think that's even possible.
Let's check on the kid. Go to babyporn.com and see if your kids are okay. Why didn't you at least put a Pal Talk camera in front of them? Drop the laptop in front of them.
Because they don't have like a connection.
Fezzy, let him stay home when this shit comes out.
I told him to do what he had to
I can't fucking relax.
Right.
What?
I just Googled babyporn.com. Yeah. It said estimated worth $226 fucking dollars.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but let me ask you this. Do you have those people's phone number?
No. But they're 2 houses over.
Oh, you do have their address.
But
You can mail
in New
and
York.
check.
Right.
So what good's that do for you?
Well, I said, any problems, go over to 19. I left the door open. I said, just shout up to Casey. She's upstairs in the bedroom. Just shout out. I also gave them everything that they need. And also they have like I said, a little 2-year-old, but I gave them like 6 Stanley diapers, 6 Juliana diapers.
I'm gonna ask you again to swear to God. This is a true story.
I swear.
I'm about to shut the fucking show down, get in the fucking car, and drive down to Jersey and get your kids.
Let me tell you something.
I can't fucking live like this, Dave.
I'm telling you that these people see. I've seen.
You don't
these
know
people.
them.
I know, but I've seen. But I drive home every day. They're playing with their kid in the front yard. I'm not leaving them with, like, fucking crazy lunatics.
What are the people's names?
I just know the woman's name, whose name is Mickey, and I don't know the guy's name.
Mallory.
Mickey is what they just slipped your kid. Oh, God. Bruce in Louisiana.
Yeah, Ronnie, when I was 2 years old, my mom used to leave me in a high chair and go to work, and the woman from across the hall would come and check on me. She didn't know who the woman was. Just come over every couple hours, look at little Bruce in the high chair, and leave.
Bruce is a little
And this is the
Bruce.
way you want to be fucking remembered, like his fucking mom? Who'd you leave him with, Fagin? Are they going to be stealing handkerchiefs of rich people? Why are you laughing at this, Fez?
Well, Fagin is a funny reference.
Okay, but I fucking find you partially responsible for not giving this fucking loser the day off.
I told him that if he has to do what's important to him, I let him make a choice. Now, did I think the choice would be the non-speaking, English-speaking strangers next door? No.
No.
I never dreamed that would happen.
The strangers are Caucasian, as I've said several times. They adopted a Mexican baby, but they're Caucasian. I've made that very clear. And that's why I even made the Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie comparison.
I never even saw a fucking movie this wacky.
Sure, you have 3 men and a baby. This is nice Caucasian couple and a Mexican baby and a baby. And another baby.
Yeah, so now this woman's got 3 fucking babies, all under the age of 2.
It's like the reverse, if I guess 3 men and a baby. So a stranger and 3 babies.
A lady and 3 babies. Chad, you're on Fez.
Dave, I'm about fucking speechless. I really hope you understand the point of view from the people you dropped the kids off with. They probably accepted them so they could dial child services as soon as your dumbass walked away. You're going to miss several days of work having to deal with court trying to get your kids back.
That's not going to happen. I say to them, my wife is throwing up. She obviously has some kind of fucking flu, food poisoning or something. They come in, they say, I say, can you watch them? Because I know that they stay home to watch their kid. They go, sure, of course, we'd love to. They even know Juliana's name. Now, they don't know Stanley's name, but they know Juliana's name.
Well, sure Juliana will tell them.
And they go, yes.
Here's Steve in New York.
Hey, Fezzy, glad to hear you laughing, buddy. Sound great.
Thank you.
But Dave,
he's laughing at Dave.
Dave, listen. How responsible are these people if they're the only ones that aren't even freaking working, dude? What's up with that?
Because I think that they're rich. They have a Lexus. And like I said,
that makes sense.
First of all, they can't go to work if they're on methadone. It's too fucking difficult.
You have to see this couple. They're not.
I'm in between Percocets right now. Of course, I'd love to watch your baby.
Dave, one more question for you real quick.
Sure.
How them balls doing? Are they still have pimples doing all right?
Pit bulls?
Your balls. I mean, you had the ball problem with jock itch and all that stuff.
Oh, I still have the rash. Thank you for asking me. But
hey, no problem, buddy.
Okay,
Keep
great.
on smiling.
Yeah.
Here is Max in Idaho.
Fez's Mickey and Mallory line was fucking brilliant. Attaboy, Fez.
Here is Blake. Blake, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, this just in. 2 Caucasians trying to get into Canada with a Mexican kid and 2 little redheaded Jews.
Spy report. Spy report. Spy report.
I only got 1 Jew in my family.
Not the children?
No.
Jewish law says if the mother is a Jew.
Fuck the Jewish law. We're Catholics.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, really? When did you have the baptism? I would have loved to have come by.
We are. We're going to have it.
Which one?
I'll give you a heads up. At 11:58 on Saturday.
It literally would be a double header.
Here is Chris in PA.
Ronnie.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? Hey, Fez, you sound great, by the way. Holy crap. Dave, listen up. I'm sitting here on eBay right now. I see pictures of 2 little redheaded kids, $29.95 plus shipping. Should I make a bid?
if I get the money.
If you have
right now.
PayPal.
Here's Matt in Ohio.
Hey, Ronnie B.
Yeah.
Dave, how sick could your wife be that she couldn't watch a baby or two babies? What do? They sit there all day.
You're not a parent, right?
No, I am.
They're fucking babies. All they do is when one of them fucking stops crying, the other one starts. It's like a strobe light of crying, pissing, and shitting.
Dude, you left them with people you don't even know their names, man. You seriously?
Mickey,
I
know
hope
the woman's
Child
name.
Services
And Mallory.
get hold of your kids.
Bring it.
God,
Bring
that's
it.
So great.
Bring what? I hope Child Services take your kids away, you idiot.
Bring it, dude. Call them.
Who you?
Why invite that?
I don't know.
You're now asking the fucking listeners to call Child Services.
No, I take that back. My mom used to drop us off at the Fannings' house, who were...
Oh, she knew them?
Dakota.
Across the street. It's the same exact deal that we did in our family.
Squig, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Peachy Bond, Ronnie B.
We got
Charlie's Angel. Squeaky From getting out of prison.
one of the Manson girls, Squeaky From, leaving prison and was just handed 2 redheaded babies.
So everyone who tried to shoot President Ford is now out.
Who was the other one?
I can't think of her name, but she got out a little while ago.
Didn't they? It wasn't even like in the same week they tried to shoot him.
It seemed like it was really close together.
This guy was so bumbling he couldn't even get shot.
Yeah, one I think the gun jammed. The other one it hit the curb.
The gun jammed. What are we, pirates? When the fucking guns jammed?
In the movies. That is it.
Enemies of Indiana Jones guns is always jam.
Here's John. John, you're on Manifest.
Dave, you fucking idiot. You got Joel Steinberg and Hedda Nussbaum watching your kids.
I don't know who those wonderful people are, but...
James in White Plains.
They sound delightful.
Hey, Dave, you are a pretty selfish guy. You just pretty much dropped off, might as well be the 2 monkeys from Outbreak in someone else's house to spread your wife's illness.
My baby were quarantined from them. I stayed up all night watching the kids. I made that clear. Secondly, I'm not selfish. I'm coming into work. That's the point of why I had to do this. Let's keep your eye on the ball, Mr. Caller.
Dave, why don't you take the day off and be with your kids?
Because I don't want to, Ronnie.
Here's the weird deal. In this whole war of Fez versus the McDonald family, all he has to do is say nothing to win. When you fuck up, Fezzy, is when you give opinions.
Right.
What you should do is just give facts.
I don't feel like it's a war. I feel like we're just being bombed, like we're France in that one war.
Is that right?
I'm not trying to start a war.
Yeah, nothing's been done on the other side.
Julio from Mexico. Julio, what can we do for you?
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I working up in Jersey last weekend. Someone stole my baby.
I think we might have a lead. That baby might be in an alcove
Couldn't
in
understand his
Neptune.
accent.
Here's Joe in Strong Island. Joe, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer was a nice guy, everybody said. Now, they could be eating his fucking kids by now. Cooking them for fucking lunch. You never leave the kids with fucking strangers. What is he, nuts?
Well, how do you explain me? I was left with strangers, and these people aren't... It's Jeffrey Dahmer lived alone, for fuck's sake. This is a married couple with a kid. And if you saw a picture of these people, it's like, they're like the Huxtables, only a lot less black. Like, they're totally, totally fine.
They sound fantastic.
They are.
You know what the best thing about them? They're nearby.
What? I live in an alcove. I can't go over Route 35. And
that's the only fucking criteria they had.
There's no other ways to go. Well, then I have to give the kids to a liquor store or Dunkin' Donuts. So now people should really fucking consider me more of a hero.
The only 2 stores you visit in that town.
Fuck yeah. I'm not ashamed of that.
I'll give this much for the neighbors. They took in 2 strange babies without even just at a moment's notice.
I'll give you the reason.
They're like Pharaoh's daughter.
I'll give you the reason. Pat from Menaki said these people are having a menage a toddler as we sit here. Having a menage a toddler. How many of these bowls of cereal do you think I could eat? I bet 100.
It's disgusting.
Menage a toddler is disgusting. Richie and Merlin. Richie.
Hey, Ronnie B. Davey Mac, did you at least get their last name?
No, I don't know. We've gone over this.
Jesus Christ.
What the hell, man? I know these people. Barely, I mean.
Their last name, you could at least do a little bit of background search.
I know where they live. They're in the fucking house 22. What am I going to say? There they are, cops. The people kidnapped my kids are right there.
Is that what you're hoping for? No. Are you hoping to end the responsibility?
Or are you just trying to get in the paper?
Dave, why didn't you bring the kids to work? We got interns. We could have all taken turns watching them.
That would have been a blast.
We would have had a ball in the air today.
That would have been so much fun.
I can't drive into work. I don't have any money. I pay $300 for a bus.
You got the bus, right? They don't let you bring kids on?
No, Ron,
kids
2
ride
babies.
free.
I have to I wouldn't honestly. I wouldn't even know how to go about doing that.
But you do know how to hand them over to a stranger.
Well, I can carry them in my arms and just go
get rid of
here. Like
get rid
2
of your problems.
Bowling balls. No, not get rid of them.
I remember one time
this was a responsible move
I had
on
this
my
fucking
part.
junk car in the fucking it broke down on the side of the road, and I just got out my toolbox and took off the plates. And I
Good thinking.
I feel like that's what Dave has done. He's taken off the plates. No idea what you're telling me, Dave. You're pointing
In the house.
Why don't you work into Fez's thing so he can pass me a note that'll make a little bit of sense? We have a guest coming in, Fezzy. It is the Hall of Famer, Mr. Warren Moon.